Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. What's going on, guys? Now, Deontay Wilder, he had injury in his last fight against Chris Arreola, as you guys know. They had the Povetkin situation. So Wilder was granted a voluntary defense. He picked Chris Arreola, and in that fight, he suffered some injuries, injuries to his arm and his right hand, which have also plagued him in the past. So he's not expected to return to the ring until January of next year. So Wilder is pretty much done for this year. With that being said, the other day, Alexander Povetkin was granted, the WBC basically still upheld and granted that he was still the number one mandatory for that belt in the division. So with that being said, Wilder could very well still have to see Povetkin at some point. But the news in this video that I wanted to talk about was basically that an interim bout, basically meaning that a fight in place of Wilder, because Wilder was supposed to fight one more time this year. So a fight in place of Wilder's date this year has to take place. It's in order by the WBC, meaning that the number one and number two basically contenders in that division got to fight each other. And now, as it just came out today, that the number one and number two contenders being Alexander Povetkin and Bermane Stiverne will have to fight each other, and that is a good heavyweight fight. We're talking about two guys who they're not the bigger heavyweights, because in the heavyweight division these days we have Tyson Fury, who's really, really tall. We have Joshua, who's a freaking bodybuilder, who's 6'6". We have Klitschko, who's still 6'7". Luis Ortiz is another super heavyweight. But these two guys, little on the shorter end. I believe Povetkin's around 6'2", and Stiverne's pushing about the same. So they're both the shorter guys, but both still really good punchers. And I think that fight, when it does take place, will make for an exciting bout. With that being said, basically the free negotiating period began today, and if they don't come to an agreement by September 16th, so by September 16th, if there's no agreement, then it'll go to a purse bid, and then the split's going to be 50%. So with that being said, also keep in mind, this fight will have VADA testing due to the clean boxing program that VADA has ran in conjunction with WBC for all the title fights, which I think is great. I think they should keep doing it. So with that being said, this fight's going to be great because obviously Stiverne has a history with this because he lost the title to Wilder. So this is his chance to beat a really good opponent in Povetkin and legitimately get back, put himself in a position to fight for the title and redeem himself. Povetkin, on the other hand, he's someone who lost that chance due to the whole Meldonium situation, which really don't want to get into it, but it's not really that big of a deal. Povetkin has to beat Stiverne, who is a good fighter. Who he spent part of his time training right here in South Florida with Stacey McKinley and everybody at the Heavyweight Factory. And from what I saw in his camp, it appeared to me that he had picked up some things that I had really never seen him do in the ring. So I think Stiverne, if he wins this fight, it's gonna be great for him because I know part of him still feels like if he didn't have that dehydration problem that almost killed him in the ring, he probably would have put up a better fight. Maybe would have won the fight and retained his title. I know part of him, he might not say it, and he might have said it to me when I interviewed him, but I know he had the dehydration problems. I know he does feel a certain type of way about that, and he wants to show that fight was an aberration, that he can regain his title back. Povetkin, on the other hand, he wants that fight bad with Wilder. And, Povetkin's a good fighter. He's been someone who's been in there with some name opposition, but has never really beaten any of the top guys in the division. And Wilder represents that sort of signature win that could legitimize and invalidate Povetkin on a higher level. So to me, this is a great heavyweight fight between two guys who are definitely two top 15 caliber guys in my opinion. And the style matchup is really good. Povetkin, like I said, really solid puncher. Stiverne, really solid puncher. Both of them have solid boxing skills. I don't think you're gonna put either one of these guys on any type of pound for pound list, but still solid boxing skills. Stiverne is a solid counter puncher. Povetkin likewise can counterpunch a little bit as well. So I'm looking forward to it, and that's the news. So Povetkin and Stiverne ordered by the WBC as the interim bout in place of Wilder. Wilder will not return until 2017. You guys let me know what you think about this fight. Who do you favor in this bout and why? And yeah, just give me your overall take on this whole situation. Leave your comments down below. Take the time to subscribe, and you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Dania. So until next time, take care, guys.